Big shout outs to my boy Lion and to my girl Chica J. Big up to the Burnteam family.
Hi, this is Sonali.
This is Lee.
And you're watching Burnteam.
Hey, it's your girl Kyla, and you're watching Real Talk Live.
You can hear us saying hi. You're watching Real Talk Live.
This is Candy Barbara, and you're watching Real Talk Extra.
Shamil here. Send out love to Burnteam, and you are watching Real Talk Live.
Hi everyone, my name is Kahea and you're watching Real Talk Live.
Hey, this is Abby from England and you're watching Real Talk Live.
Yes, good night, good evening. We inside. So y'all, it's Real Talk Live. And of course, Abby's on the inside, representing. She is more than ready for this topic tonight. All men are dogs. You know, we hear that often, women saying, yeah, man is dog. Them man, them, all of them.
Yes.
That's how they say. They don't even say all men are. All men is dog, all of them. Just so they say it.
Yes, sir.
So somebody said that really and truly now will be actually Carnival Friday, and you know Carnival is back now, right? So yes, it's Carnival Friday, and we actually had a carnival meal today. Well, it was barbecue and but the fries, macaroni salad. I still have to eat because today was real busy, right? But everything looking good. I don't know if you all saw the video posted earlier on today, but you could go and check out what the box looked like. Right? So big up to Sonali who cooks everything, prepared everything. Right? Yes. She's not inside as yet. Yeah. So everything tastes everything tastes good. Everybody had, good. So when you're coming in, you can drop any comment section here. The food tastes real good. So you'll know that you can place your orders, whether it's breakfast, lunch, you want a meal prep, just inbox us, hit the WhatsApp button and say the word. Yeah? So just a little advertisement before we start with the men, and ladies who like to talk, call the girlfriends and talk about the man. Don't forget we have the Burnteam top up online anywhere, anytime. Right? So don't forget. Digital and B-Mobile, both networks in Trinidad and Tobago. And Abby, when we say anywhere and anytime, it could be in a maxi, you could be in the toilet, you could be when we mean anywhere, it's anywhere.
Anyway.
Anywhere, you see,
Right.
Walking on the road, anywhere. Hey, just saw a man pull up the other day. Hey, yeah, glad I see all the people are looking for. Just like that. Anytime, sometimes it's after 10, any night, after 4 or 5 in the morning, business hours, people really regular business hours is 8 to 4, maybe 8 to 6, but after hours too, it happening. Yeah, it's happening. People just calling, sending a text, hey, this is what I want. Send this so. So it really is very convenient. People, when we say it's convenient, it is convenient. So let us talk about the conveniency of men being dogs now. So Abby, do you believe that all men... No, actually before I ask that, why do you think women refer to men as dogs? Why? Like
You know
really?
what? I don't really understand why they give them that. Because to me, I know dogs are loyal. And men are not loyal. They're monsters.
Right? So are we saying men are monsters, not dogs?
Yeah, they're
So
not
people,
dogs.
why? It's not really like people when they say men are women, because men don't really call one another, or they might say a dog, but they don't really say like dog as in this dog, right? It's dog in a different the tone, the energy that comes with it is totally different when a man say yeah dog and a woman say man is dog, it is two different energy. And Lion,
I will plead the Fifth Amendment on these things
uh,
because I would have liked to know why. So I want to hear from the ladies and all who coming on, why such a general statement and why that particular animal.
yeah, it's why that animal, because as Abby just rightfully mentioned, which I was going to bring up, the night candy.
Oh,
Why do you think women refer to men as dogs? That's the question right now. Why dogs? Like why? Abby say dogs are loyal. But what type of what about the behavior, Abby?
What? Abby, go ahead.
You know, they don't care. They do what they do when they want to do. You know, I just think it's more the behavior.
So we don't
You're
care.
talking about the dog. You're talking about the dogs or the men?
The dog. I'm talking about the dog.
The literal dog.
They do what they do when they want to do it. You know, they don't care. They don't have a, mind of their, like, they don't pay nobody no mind. They do what they do and they don't care, basically. That's what I think.
Let's beg to differ there. It kind of have because the thing about it is, in certain situations, men are considered, well, tree. So Candy saying it is because of their behavior. Well, some men. So Candy is saying not all men, but some men.
Right. So we're trying to bring, yeah. So Candy, please in the comment section specifically, what are the behaviors that we men do that give you all the right to call us dogs?
Yes. I will like
but my soldiers come to meet me. Big up Andy.
Andy disagrees with men, all men being dogs.
Sidebar with Andy. Andy, that drink you sent me today, that for you to sleep.
Oh, fill me in. What drink is that?
Oh my God, Andy.
Candy, you have to start listing the behaviors that men exhibit. List the behaviors. So we comparing dog, the real dog, to a man. So list the behaviors. What do you see in common with a dog and a man?
So you all are watching Real Talk Live. We have Abby from England. We have Chica J running heavy and hot, and it's your boy, who is not to be confused with who is not your boy. And again, people.
Some men sow their seeds all over and don't take responsibility.
Right.
So,
all you are listening, all you careful, be very careful, be extremely careful.
Yes, Lion. We know with you who came up with this grand topic. It's always to be careful with you. Because you know, Lion always has something in the back somewhere there.
Asking the question because it is more of a generalized statement amongst women. No, I can't be a kind of, you see, these kind of statements is like really general. It's not like one or two, it's like all men are. And ladies tend to agree when these words are said, So I'm asking if all men say all women are X, would you all respect that? Because then you all are classing all men as a particular thing. So place in the comment section, people. Andy, tell me what you think about this.
Well, I mean, she said some in Candy's case, she's saying some.
Well, in Candy's case, yeah. But
yes.
like when we hear
Abby, yes, they say all men.
Yeah,
so Abby, do you use all men or do you say some men? Taking a little while there, no?
I know that some men are underdeveloped mentally, but due to their behavior, as Candy said, they can be a bit doggish. So yeah, all men.
all men. So
Yeah.
we taking a poll, people. So we want to know all who's saying all men and who's saying some men, right? So we taking a poll tonight. Do you believe it's all men are dogs, or do you believe some men are dogs? And why do women refer to men as dogs, given a negative energy? So we know when they say all men are dogs is nothing positive, right? And that animal really and truly is really considered a dog of good characteristics, loyal, a protector. Because normally when people have dogs, the dog protect them, right? Sometimes they can't even trust the dog. So trustworthy too. And
And they can be
good
trained.
company. Yes, they can.
Dogs can be trained, yes.
Right? But the thing about it is sometimes when in comparing people to things or animals, we have to remember that people are people. Not people are not things and people are not animals. Although some people might say yes, they are an animal. Like how people like carnival party animal. People like to say party. It have the whole circle is a party animal, right? But that is in a whole different light. It's more a
Right.
positive vibe. They're enjoying the stuff. But women
Yes.
referring to men as dogs, we know it have nothing positive behind that. The man get them vexed. Yes, a dog, a good for nothing dog. So, so I sure you've heard that, Abby.
Yes,
Sure
I
you heard
haven't
that,
heard it in a long time though, but
Yes. And why it is you may find women maybe saying he's a good for nothing dog is because maybe that they find that that particular dog wasn't loyal. Because you might have some dogs, they may come, they will eat, and then you expect them, if it is a bandit coming in the yard, they're going back. Or, it have things that they do like, you ain't really doing nothing, why have you here for? And you'll find women saying the man he's a good for nothing dog. So that's when they put this thing, they have this thing now, all men are dogs. But we know in truth, so just like any person, they have their good qualities and things that they just may need to work on. And so when it is we using whatever word, phrase, or we are comparing, right, or personify anything, Hi, Sonali. Good evening. Personally, we are taking a poll. Do you think that all men are dogs or some men are dogs? Volume.
Some men are dogs.
Some men. So we have 1 for all, 2 for
Yes.
some. Right? Well, Andy came on and he said he disagreed with this whole all men are dogs thing. And the next question is, why do you think women refer to men as dogs?
The behavior, frankly.
Yeah, but you have to say which behavior, because right now we're trying to get down to which behaviors now. Because we get behaviors, but we don't know which of the behaviors, Yeah.
Let me see. I'll put in an illustration of how someone described it to me. You see, like how you will see them stray dogs and them. They'll eat from one garbage bag, and then they'll run down the road and eat another garbage bag, and then run 2 streets down out to another neighborhood and eat from a garbage bag.
Right.
Like that. They always want to eat somewhere. It has some of the dogs that loyal, like certain breeds, and then it have like some of them stray dogs, them like potong, that just run here, there, and everywhere.
Hey, not all potong stray. Not all potong stray.
There's a different, what's the different lifestyle of the dogs?
But
No,
yeah,
I
I
think
guess so, the lifestyles of the dog.
I think just as people, we grew up in certain environments and you'll see certain behaviors, as we using the word behaviors, being displayed. And I think it's the environment that they were nurtured in. some born out in the wild, like literally, and some born in a home that is very much, comfortable. They get all that, they get all the food, and they feel like, oh yes, I can be loyal to my owners. They will bark when a bandit come through or a stranger. They bark in and they run in your door.
I'm being nice tonight.
For now, unless somebody says something out of the
Being nice. Yeah.
ordinary. Let's see.
So
We
I
shall not
always
trip him up.
I like difference of opinion so we could see perspective. So I think women, because of the sexuality, I think the sex, because it
Hey,
would be,
boy.
if we gal, really, right? So I would say that it is the how women would view you're going outside because they're saying you're behaving like a dog, so you know you want to go from woman to woman. I think that is the basis of the situation. Not much the characteristics of said dog, only when it comes to, when dog
The
get heat.
negative.
I would say that is when dog get heat. So that's where the term comes from, because of what women have, been going through with men. So they're trying to be nice, see? Oh, nice. Right? So the perspective, right, is that because of that trait, you label the gentleman or males as dogs. Men are wired a particular way. This is sad part, right? Men are wired a particular way. So in regards to that type of behavior, we go against programming. When a guy decides to focus on one person or focus his whole vibration on one, he is literally going against the way he was made. Because the programming is to be fruitful.
Multiply and replenish the
So
earth.
the programming in the organism, which is male, literally, he literally goes against that programming that is biological. So the perspective of a woman is, that man can't keep. Oh God, this man is going from woman to woman. That all man is dog. To me, that's the only how I could see. I mean, yeah, what do you think?
I think she was going to say she don't think all men are dogs. It's just how they carry about themselves.
No, it's not that. It is exactly what I'm saying. Is that the woman to woman thing, right? That's where that term comes from. Oh God, he's from woman to woman. All of your man is pig. All of your man is dog because we go it from woman to woman. So what I'm saying nicely is that when a man commits for whatever reason he commits for, he is going against his natural design and natural programming. So look at the place in the comment section why really you would think a man is a dog, what behavior you would add that doggish behavior to. Well, look at it.
Yeah. So yeah, we know that is one man in heat. We know that is one. Another one is woman, when it is a say the man not providing or even protecting, then they will call the man a dog. So, and he's saying, I think it's based on sex. That's why you ladies call us men dogs. So, personally, do you all think it's only about men having more than one partner or more than one woman? Do you think it's that alone? Or there are some other things? So ladies coming on, let us know if you think it's the only reason they call men dogs is because they always in heats and they will have multiple sexual partners. What it is it just that, or it have some other things that you think is doggish, as Abby used just now, doggish behaviors that you find nine like that doggish behavior the man has. So Sonali just gave a scenario where it is the man going, well, I don't know if the garbage is the woman who you want them, but what are you doing with that woman, boy? She already anything to go after something, right? You're always eating here, eating there. So it kind of come down to the sex again, something, right? Some people let's say, well, it is another man. A man's garbage is another man's treasure. So I don't know if it's that. The garbage, another man's garbage. Yeah, that's a saying, is another man's treasure. So while it is, you might look at somebody like garbage is actually you look at some as garbage is to be a treasure to someone else.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So the thing about it is, so Lion just explained that it is in men are programmed,
Fantastic.
wired to be with multiple women.
I'm glad I didn't have guys and girls on this live because it's good to share perspective. I'm being nice. I'm not gonna be rough today. Right? I'm gonna be really nice and really good.
Unless somebody trump
be honest, Lion. Be honest.
No, I'm being honest. I am talking from my personal experience. So back in my days, and that is what I realized from me personally. Right? It does take a lot to be good. As a man, I'm talking from being a man. Listen, if guys really quality, the amount of women, and I was telling Chika the other day, I'd say it's not the man's fault enough. Because if women had standards, we wouldn't have 20 hours. Right? Because we can't force ourselves on you. Right? I can't unless it is rape, right? You have to concede and give consent. I could tell you the world. It is up to the woman to say, look, take it. Right?
I agree with you.
It is up, everything is up to the woman who will trump, I could say anything, especially if a guy is married. It have a lot of women. We's dog, right? It have a lot of women that are attracted to married men, but yet the married man is the dog. But the woman know the man married, still interfering with the man. She's the victim. Well, let me see the comment section if that is true.
Don't believe that. Don't believe that the woman is a victim. Because she does get the world and names. The man does just get one name, a dog. She does get all the names under the sun.
Yeah.
So
there are two parts to that, because there are men who go wrong and say that they are not married when they actually are, and women may believe them. It have that side, and of course we know there are women who know the man married and say, so she say, okay, I don't need to commit, so she goes with a married man, so she doesn't feel the need to be so committed to him. So we know two sides of the coin. We know there are women who go after the married man, and we know there are married men who say, nah, I single, I ain't married, I ain't divorced, nothing. Right? We know this. But that is a different discussion. That one is a different discussion to be had.
Definitely.
Baki, I don't run back in this sweat. Let me tell you why I run back in. Listen. I can be the biggest dog in the block. The woman has to give in to me. It can have a two sides of the coin when coming to consensual sex. I will understand what I'm saying. It have no two sides of the coin. If I lie here and I am married, you're gonna find out. Right? You're gonna find out, and when you find out, it's up to you to bounce. It have no two sides. Most of the time, the enabling of the behavior is with the other party. If all women, when they pull up on a man, and I being honest, and they realize the man have a significant something around the block, now that man have a little friend or a girlfriend or a significant person, and they say, yeah, what? You have a significant person? It go have no promiscuity. If every single woman on this planet, when they meet a guy, regardless he lie before, okay, he lie. Men is lie, women is lie. We're talking about the lie. We're talking about when you find out he has a significant other, he has a wife, he has whatever. All you have to do is bounce. Because the man cannot have sex unless you consent. Tell all
Yes,
your men that.
yes, we know this. We know this. Right? We know this. We are not arguing that point that women, they know, they stay, and then say the man is a dog. We know this. It's a fact. We
Why
know.
lie in the first place? That's what kind of bothering me.
No, but there are women who will really go after married men. Just recently, a lady say, yeah, I with the man, I don't need to be committed to him. And that's why they go with the married men. And then those said lady might say, yeah, that man is a real dog. You understand? Or when the wife find out, she will say, the man is a dog. She will say, no, why this woman? She knows. Because it have people who they have friends who they think are friends. And sometimes it's somebody they know the best friend, as they will say, with the man. So if it is your best friend, know you in a relationship with this particular fella, why does the best friend go with your man?
That's actually like a form of jealousy, though, because they will see something that that's a little too happy or something that disturbs them. Just something. Either you're too happy or he treating her too good or they just look like gold. They go. They see it as a challenge. Same way how men see women who play hard to get as a challenge. They see as a challenge as well. So they play this out.
What's up, Niles?
Hi.
Everyone, good night. I'm being so nice to that. So we tried to bridge the gap because we need male, we need female. But this is what I grew up with a lot of people. And this is something that always bothered me. Because if you're enabling a certain behavior in a man, and you have a problem with that, you can leave. Right? You can leave because irregardless of what you call him, if the behavior is adequate for you, you can just leave. Calling a man a dog is based upon you putting him in the box. But if all ladies decide, or let's say 80% of the female population decide, look, ladies, we come together. You know, I like to come together. Women pop, or they come together and say, any man you like that you see have interest in our next woman, leave him alone. Then you wouldn't have a problem with man behavior. Because from the moment you find out whether he lie or he whatever, you just move on. Only place in the comment.
Some women do that, Lion. Either they leave or they just pull back.
So it's not really the man. Listen, what I'm saying is that if the man have 20 women, the man is not raping 20 women. It's 20 women conceding consent to have sex with this man. It is the woman who enabling the behavior. The man cannot force himself on the woman. It is the woman who have to say, well, I ain't going to that. I see what I'm guilty. What I tell them, nah, I'll stay by myself. Right? I understand that. Right? I understand that. But would 80% of the women do that? Abby, this way I have to touch it. Now I like how Abby have she vibes that way. Abby? Do like Abby. Chica, what you think? So Abby, what you think?
Yeah, if it is, I know somebody, I meet somebody, and I know that they have someone, I'm not going to be going after them.
Yeah, well, 80% should do that. Then you know what happens?
People just be by themselves. That's all.
You know what happened? You know why? Because from a previous statement, the numbers would not add up, people. We're not living in the real world. We're living in a dream. That's what it is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so why women do that is because they will say they don't need to be committed to that man because he's already committed to someone else. He's not really committed to you, so it's just
Okay.
Still do
for
what she
sexual
wants.
flavors.
So here what we're going on to understand from two perspectives. Women think that that's commitment. In a man world, that is not commitment. I being committed mean I will sacrifice for you, I will protect you, I will die for you. That is a man commitment. I'll provide as best as I can, I will protect you. Right? That is a man of here version of commitment. So women tend to place their commitment, what they have that commitment as in their mind, as a man commitment. A man will be committed, I'll be ready to die for you, will provide, will sacrifice. And a wild bird pass, eat it up, and come back home.
Yeah, but couldn't a man do that for more than one woman?
Exactly. But that
So
don't mean,
exactly.
that
So
don't
that's the
mean,
thing.
that don't mean that is commitment for a man. You looking at exclusivity. You see, you looking to be exclusive. That is not the
Right.
real
So yeah, so that is
It's
no, that's what I was just answering Andy's question is because the woman, she's not looking to be committed. She may go after a married man.
No, but when women talk about commitment to a man, like let's say a woman says, nah, you think commitment is what you think commitment is and what I think commitment is as a male is two different things. Now he go lie. You see, the difference with me is I just come out and tell the truth and people stupid. You know, like yeah, boy, you know, I just be the bad one. But guys will lie and say, no, I'm committed to you. That is not what up here we wired. Commitment is protection provided.
Yes, I agree with that.
That
Yes.
is our commitment.
Yeah,
A man will
I
be
agree with
totally
that.
committed to
I
a
didn't
woman.
disagree with that.
And now what because why we still have biology. That's why I started off saying when we just had to try, you know, Abby. I mean what I say when a man being committed to you, he really trying, you know. It's like he fighting against his natural design every single day. That is what it is. Let's say. Jump out on yourself.
What can be said after that?
It's so natural for a man to have what he wants when he wants, then why commit? Why?
Happy fantastic Friday to you as well, Sidel. Right. So
see, man.
So what I will say is that why women go after married men or men who are in relationship because to them they know that. So what Lion described as commitment, yes, I agree solely with that. But the only reason women wouldn't go, I do not know if you all agree, is that they think that they don't need to be committed to that man. They can be exclusive. They don't need to come together with any finances or even have any children together, to care about them, cook food for them or anything like that. They're not thinking about, providing, protecting, because women protect in some form, not as maybe a man. Some women, they may see women as protecting the emotional well-being of their family, right? So when a woman is committed, there are certain things that she will do only for that particular man. But if it is a woman just for a fling, she will go to somewhere that, okay, I don't need to worry about you calling me all hours. I don't want you dependent on, but feeling like you need to get something extra more out of it other than sex. Because sometimes that's all the woman wants. She attracted, fine, a man who is married is sexually attractive for whatever reason. And it's like a challenge. As Sonali was saying, the challenge. Yeah, let me see if it is I could get this married man so I can say, yeah, that man. And then those women self may say men are dogs because they say, look at how I get him to sleep with me. But it's not that the man isn't committed to his wife or his partner. It's just that he see you as just a sex object, really, and not someone to be committed to. No.
I don't know. I just think
I still think all men are dogs.
married, yeah, they're monsters. They're not dogs. They're monsters. I don't know.
No,
If you're
I
married
think,
and you won't play, then fine. But why encourage a woman? All right, you know she wants you. She know you're married. Why encourage it? They encourage it because
Personally,
that's what they want to do when they want to do. So yeah, they have to go along that line.
yes,
It's
Sonali.
I could understand from where it is they say, the woman, she doesn't have to put out any extra. Basically, you don't have to care. Flat out, you don't have to care. Like, he got a flat tire somewhere, and, normally he would call his partner and say, hey, babe, so happened. If he call you and tell you he has a flat tire, she will say, well, that's a you problem. And turn off her phone and go about her business. Or basically don't even answer. So I can understand from that point, like where she doesn't have to be committed, right? And if it's like just sex alone, well then yeah. But same thing, and I kind of agree too with Abby slightly. Like, why encourage it? You're seeing the woman wants you. You're supposed to be committed. Yeah, you're seeing her as a sexual object. Nobody disagree. And both of you could get through with each other easily, but why encourage it? You too, as a man, supposed to have some standards. Normally, they just say women supposed to have standards.
Views commitment. That's why I'm here to tell you. You see, the reason why we're doing this is because of a lot of misconception. That is how you view commitment. You see, and you're trying to, you're saying, this is how no, I would tell you truth, but if women have realized that men have been lying. Not so, Abby, we could agree to that, right?
Yeah.
We could agree. You know why we're lying? We're lying because we don't want to tell the truth.
You don't want to what?
We don't
Tell
want
the
to.
truth.
I am telling you, I wanted to go through this part of your head and come right up with your cerebral top way. You just explained how a woman views commitment. A man does not view commitment the way you just explained. So you are trying to put to a man how he should commit. You catch what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You like him to commit like that. But what I'm telling you is that most of the time, all women with experience know that this is not the case. So hence the title, All Men Are Dogs. Because you all are not understanding that your view on commitment and a man's view, it is not the same. That is why you're seeing it happening in society every minute and women not understanding that this is how a man was made. I asked a guy, did you remember the first time, the piece started from? You know what I mean? The first time, listen, you just be like, I am telling you, whenever a woman take over me, in that first stage of your life as a male, you have to have some kind of resort. Because you just literally want to run wide. Because nobody sit down and talk to us and explain to us. I tell Chica that with her students, is that nobody really explains what's really going on. Let Abby and if a breeze blow. If a breeze blow already, if one skirt pass now, you're ready. And if a next skirt pass, you're ready again. And you don't know why. It is biology. And what we're talking about is social behavior. Please in the comment section, people jump out on it.
So that
So
means
what
what?
Lionel is saying
Loyalty, respect, and faithfulness don't come into a man's bracket of commitment.
So what
That's
he's
only
saying
a
is
woman's
commitment when it comes to sexuality, anything relating to sex, that have nothing to do with commitment. So if it is a man decide, well, yeah, handling this woman on the outside here, it doesn't mean he isn't committed.
We get that.
And he's saying that the woman view, if it is a step out and they have sex with someone else, then you are no longer loyal. So,
Yeah,
I
you're a
mean,
dog. A monster. Well,
that's
well,
that. So it's true. We women, anytime a man goes and have sex with another, we will say, nah, he's not loyal, he's not faithful, he's not a lot of things, so he's a lot of things, right? So yeah, anytime, it doesn't even matter. We know that there are more women than men. We know this because men either they go to war or they're doing something risky, so they get in an accident. And if it is they do try, well, not even try to commit suicide, when they do, they actually get the job done. Unfortunately, they don't cut the wrist, they will take a gun. Yeah. So a lot of times men, when they go in the dangerous route, is they go all in, all out. So that's why you find more women around, really and truly. So no half the scale really tipping. It's really, really tipping. So really and truly, based on the poll, we are seeing that most persons are saying all men are not dogs, right? It's just some. Right? So Abby, right now you say monsters. You're referring to them as dogs.
I'm being nice.
Monsters.
I'm so nice. Abby, there's my girl. So you see them boys, and you see, it is not for me. I don't want to encourage pain on an individual. So there's a boy, a rough boy, a rough dead guy. It's not that. It's that we really do understand each other, and we try to take social views and place it up. That's why men lie. That's why they lie to the wife for 12 years. Because they cannot come out and say, baby, me being committed to you, it is. That is why they could go and do. Notice when married, if it take a poll of men who marry, they don't leave the wife. It's the wife will lead them, but they don't really go and lead the whole wife. Right? They might go and play the fool, which I condone, and I'm just saying this is reality. If I'm going into a forest, I put on the boots. I'm not going to say and walk through the forest bare feet. Right? I take the world as it is, not how I would like it to be. And I think women should take men how we really are and not how you would like us.
Okay, sir. Right, so ladies, you all heard that from the man. It's not how we would like them to be. We have to take them for what they are. Right? And I think, I really think, just like people say, love me for who I am, right? You know, it have certain things. I mean, we cannot change, but there are social expectations, and then of course there's biology. And sometimes the biology and social expectations may go hand in hand, and sometimes it just on the opposite ends. You know, so I mean, people might say, okay, now we're not back in, you know, the old time days where, you know, Adam and Eve were given the instructions to go forth, multiply, and replenish the earth, right? But in order to do that, I mean, a woman, it takes a whole 9 months, when it is a man could impregnate, I don't know, depend on the stamina, the health of the male. He will be able to.
20 of them, 9
he might be. Yeah, he could impregnate. Let us just say in 1 week, right? He may be able to impregnate 10 women in 1 week. Yes, it have 7 days, but in 1 week, 10 woman. You also it's have a man in Nigeria. He have 86 or 82 or something children, you know.
You know why I realize women fix it Mother Nature? This is how we were designed. We were designed to be able to procreate quickly and repopulate it. This Mother Nature design right here. That's why we be able to.
I don't believe that though.
That's Mother Nature.
No, Abby.
Why would we be feeling like this? Abby
is really like.
Abby, you know, as a man, I can tell you, when I learn on the cycle, or they could tell me, you know how hard it is for a man to literally stay with one woman.
That's where the sacrifice come in.
No, you see, you only thinking about up here.
What you say commitment is?
Look at the age a man that settle down. Look when, you know why these young years with these old men? Think about it. All the 50-somethings going into 60s with 30-something. You want to know why? Because that man's testosterone is this. So he don't care to be out there. I want you to understand. The only reason that man, if you have a healthy male and that man testosterone to the roof, I am telling you. That man will lie down in his bed and can't sleep. I can tell you. Just as how women have biological physiology.
I am available. Please contact me on Ben team.
Right?
Or the old men.
Look at the age men. Status kinda. It's not that he committed to you. I tell a young lady that I say it's not that he committed to you really. It's because the age of him, his testosterone is down here, so he have no care to go. He don't have the drive. He don't have the machinery biologically. So his body started to shut him down. That is why at that age, you go say, now you go, you know, we just say that, I got there, boy. I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing. Because he don't have that machinery no more, you know. So a woman don't think I want an older man because he more stable or he more settled. It's not that he's settled. An older man with a proper testosterone, real he worse. He worse than a younger man with good testosterone, you know. Right? So I don't really think go. You know me, I like to come and while up people. I know it's love all the time. Look at what men say. No, I am just saying it for the guys because the guys.
I can't even hear it.
I am saying it because the guys will not say it to you, right? They will want to be with you, Abby, and I know if I only tell Abby this, Abby not going on like that, and Abby going on here because right. But the Rasta not will tell you. You know, you see, you bully me, man. I bully you. If a man no, you see, in reality, a woman could behave the same way.
But that's why now when I ask the trainer boomerang, if a woman have that same behavior.
It's not going to change. You see, that is what women not do wrong, and I want to highlight it. What you do is not going to change us. It's going to change you. That's the dumbness women say.
And what we do.
That you see, what you do is going to change you. It's not going to change me. So we're trying to bridge the gap so you can understand the monster, what you're dealing with. Because if you go out there and run your body, because you want to say, man does do that, so why women can't do it too? You're going to change you. You're not going to change the man or men or all of us. You're just going to change you and you're going to be used up. So women who are using these terms, be careful because your actions is going to change you, pal. If they can't change me, if they can't do anything for me, you will just run your body with Tom and they can't hurry and then they could come and tell me, hey, that girl real wild boy. She have a mole somewhere, so I go, look, oh, dear boy, serious. What I gonna do to you?
There's the social norm because Abby's right now shaking her head. Why it is the same words are not used for men saying that man real wild boy or used up. That's it, the man used up. men don't get that. They and that is where that social that social norm is, where it is men are the ones who are expected to go out there and have multiple partners. Whereas woman, you need to settle, keep yourself quiet. And because the thing about it is, right, now it have different repercussions, because what will happen is when a woman do the tit for tat, and she go and have, I'm not talking about the used up part, but I'm talking when children become involved, that will be a problem, because they can't tell who the child father is. And then when the child think and have sense and asking, where's my daddy? And they're doing one set of tests here and tell, you really can't remember who you had sex with. It is very, you are really left with it. You are left with the child. The man done.
Fine.
Yeah, no, he can't remember.
Can you read your comments, boy? When everybody else comments.
Everybody, Andy, agree. Well said. Maybe, yes, tell them. No, but I think we know this, it's just accepting is the difference. We know it, but it's the accepting. It's have things that okay, that's a fact, but do you accept what is being presented?
It is what it is. No, so you see, what women.
So like Abby, you see, Abby, she know it's happening a woman and men. She know that the men win and run wild, but she does not accept.
Yeah, but the world is what it is. The sun gonna rise whether you accept it or not. This is our issue. Because you accept the sun rising, I can't change nothing. You can't be the sun. We have to know who we are in this world. And if you want to be around a counterpart or a man or a female, or whatever you want to be around, you have to understand what you're dealing with. And women tend to come into a relationship with their own concept of what a relationship is, and never really understanding a man's concept of what a serious relationship is. Right? That is the issue. And then because you believe that it should go this way based on what you believe, that does not mean that men think the same way. And you will forever have this issue. Because I cannot pose my views on you, same way you cannot pose the views on me. I will just say what it is. But a man trying to be with any of you and don't want to get the end of the stick, remember I be saying, yo, you're black eye. He will lie and lie and lie and lie. 1 year pass and lie. 2 years pass. 3 years and lie. And then a nice little slim Spaniard pass.
They're monsters.
I just saying, you see, the reality is, one will party will say no. I have gone through this in my life. You will say, you will say no once, you'll say no twice. If women really understand how aggressive other women, it is really how aggressive other women are when coming at a man. Women don't understand it. It's how women will send your pics. They're aggressive. And you say, you could break one, you could break 100, but in 1,000 or 500, one is going to slip to the crack. And that is the truth.
Yes, people. So tomorrow is ladies' night. We're gonna be talking about how to keep the fire burning, right? Hopefully it's burning enough that the man will want to go outside for nobody else now. So tomorrow on ladies' night, we're gonna be talking about how to keep the fire burning in relationships, right? And as Sonali is on the live, so everybody's seeing Sonali. So we begin up Sonali tonight for the guilt-free eating meals today, right? Well done, well done. Sonali, I make sure for people and they say, yeah, it really was nice. It was nice. Yeah, so don't forget, you have to place your orders. Check out Homegrown Estate page as well, where you'll see the whole process, what's happening, where it is we get the muku plantain from, right? Sonali does the breakfast as well. So you'll check it out, check out everything. Make sure you like, share, and follow people. Right? Like, share, follow. We have everything. You top up your dietary coaching, counseling, masks, because I don't know when we're gonna stop wearing to wear these masks. I don't know when that is phasing out. I'm waiting patiently for that stage to be over with. Abby, what's happening over at on your end? You'll have to wear masks, or you have the option of. I wasn't following up. Have to wear masks.
You could if you want to, but you could if you want
mandatory.
to, but Boris, get rid of everything.
Right. So I'm waiting where it is. You know, I don't have to wear the mask anymore. I know, but it's here. There's people still don't understand the concept of 75% occupancy in a maxi. Because it's like, how it is that driver taking our next one? I don't know, but he's sitting next to me. Somebody gonna sit down next to you at some point in time, right? But it could still social distance in the seat. You know what I mean? Right? So people, no sweaty Sundays, Jimmy Dishon. Right? Jimmy Dishon these days. The sweaty Sunday. Get your meals. We prep 2 days in advance. As you're saying, it depends on your location. If it's, you want something in the week. In advance now, not today for tomorrow, eh? Because it means I have enough time. When you want something tasting good, looking good, everything, it takes time. Always remember that. One good thing takes time. Just as relationships, so you have to build that foundation. Everything good takes time. Yes, Abby. So Abby's waiting on that man, or maybe not. Take this.
I'm waiting on no one. I do me.
Abby's not waiting on anyone. I know you are not. Right, people?
If he come along, by all means, but not waiting.
If he comes along. And find out from him what commitment means to him, because I don't want to get in a situation where I know. So Lion, you coming back and wrap the thing, what's going on?
And I'll before it is you go, I know you have to go in it. But here now, you know what hit she the hardest? Is when she going through them pictures and videos, is to see a girl pop up on WhatsApp showing a picture of a positive pregnancy test saying he responsible.
Don't make joke now, pregnant, you say?
Yeah.